Hello friends, welcome to Arshit Traders. And friends, today we are going to see the latest updates like US inflation hits a 40 years high and why, what are the reasons behind that, and when it is going to cool off, just cool off friends. It won't suddenly comes down. Inflation takes months and years to reach peak, and it takes months or quarters or years it cool down. So when it is going to peak out, so that is the major reason. And today we are going to see what are the reasons behind the peak and when it is going to fall. So first thing I want to tell you is war and supply mismatch and crude oil prices which stands above 120 110 for 3 to 4 months onwards. From the last 4 to 5 months it is above 110 barrel per dollar. So now these four factors drives inflation at peaks throughout the globe, and covid restrictions are also one of the reason. These are the four reasons behind every country's inflation peaks. And one thing I am going to tell you, only US why it is at very peak. So actually when war starts, US won't directly participate on war, but it indirectly supplying medicines and missionaries and flights and whatever like Ukraine needed, and money also. So they are spending money also on Ukraine. So these are the major support by US. So to take this money, they won't print and they give to Ukraine. So they have to take this money from their people or from their system. So by the form of taxes or in another routes. So this is one of the reason for US prices are moving high is one factor, and another one is crude oil. So actually in India we use petrol, diesel as names, but in US they called it as gasoline. So gasoline is mainly used as engine fuel in vehicles. So in US they mention it as gasoline. So same like petrol. So that is also a fuel. Gasoline prices so skyrocketed. So actually when prices are moving up, the business which depends on that also need to increase their product price to meet their net profit or anything, to meet their like purchasing raw materials and all those things. So that's what happened. So due to crude oil prices are high, so every country or every product seen a sudden spike. Clearly they're mentioning like raw material prices are very high, so we are also increasing our product prices. But now what happened, as last 1 month or 2 months, if you see the prices of gasoline, see a surge 60% in price as gasoline pump was a key driver last month in US sending. So see, this is the major thing, and which takes the 40-year high of inflation. That is the major reason. That is the only major reason. So that is the major reason. 9.1 last month that US posted a CPI inflation data. And if gasoline prices will cool down, so see here, gasoline and food drive US inflation to 4 decade high 9.1 in June. So as I mentioned you right, in US, so they support Ukraine, they need money and military support, everything. So they take that money and everything indirectly in the form of taxes or some other ways. So see here, food drives, so food factors like what you called so supply mismatch and all those things taken these food prices also very high, and automatically crude high means so gasoline prices also high. So this is the major reason for last month it posted high inflation. But you have to see this. So this is 3 hours back posted article by investing.com. US gasoline prices are finally falling. Why? So after exceeding, so this is like gasoline prices high per gallon, it's like $5 for the first time in history. In history it is the first time it crosses $5 per a gallon. US gasoline prices are finally falling, giving some relief in the world's largest user of the fuel. See, US is the world's largest user of the fuel they are mentioning. So it's like a killing thing. I even know now only. See, the average retail price for gasoline is so 4.6, but last time we seen like $5 they are mentioning. So this is what taken inflation very very high, but now they are cooling down. So the reasons behind that, so major thing is crude oil prices. So if you observe here, it went like 95, and so these factors, so suddenly from 132 it went down to 100 below, and a small pullback upside, and again it fall down. So this is a major reason for gasoline prices calm down, which is crude oil prices are going down. So we can expect like more. So like US demand for gasoline, jet fuel and diesels is come down more than 10% compared to 2019, so before pandemic began. So this is also one of the reason that even if these prices are very very high, that people cannot take travel or anything, like it will give like a recession type of things. If gasoline prices are cooled down, then only there is going to be some revival in the economy or survival of another industries also. So it's like one of the uh, what you call the big players done game actually in my view. So what you called is like from the last 1 month 2 months onwards, they are mentioning throughout 2022, like barrel prices will be high, it will hold above 100, it will hold above 120 110 like that. But suddenly when it falls, everyone mentioning it will reach to 40, it will reach to 35, it will reach to 60 like that. So friends, it's very difficult to predict, but still this is first time I am learning these things. So from next time onwards, I will keep a look on these crude prices and everything with respect to present conditions. So actually last time I mentioned like windfall taxes and all those things related Reliance Industries even before like that. With the present conditions, what are the factors going to be in coming days? So that's how we have to think, and we have to take steps while investing or while taking positions like positional trades and all those things. So this is the major reason. So one thing we have to see is falling crude price is very very positive for not only India, throughout the globe. And next thing, war. So when is war going to stop? So if war will stop, it is very very big news for everyone. And next one is supply mismatch. So like Black Sea also little block for few countries by Russia. So these are also some supply mismatches and COVID lockdowns in China. So little disturbances still are going on in throughout the world. So those are the supply chain mismatch reasons. So they have to cool down. And another thing is like abnormal rains, abnormal heat waves, and these are also few things which are giving some like what you call it, increase shortage in food and increase in price of food. So these are also some few reasons. So we have to control environmental conditions by like solar and other green energies. Then we will see our naturals like green foresters are going to heal. So carbon emissions are going to low, then only we are going to see some climate conditions cool off. And this is what our countries are planning also. So this is the major things like we have to take to cool down the inflation, as governments also taking steps. So India also taken steps like export duty cut on like exports cut on steel, and tax cut on petrols, and it's taken a very very good thing. So I will give my views in my Twitter also. Just if you see my Twitter account, so I clearly mentioned already. So if you see here, uh, yesterday I think so. See here like see here. Uh, so see, this is like June 13th. That means yesterday. So even it went like 9.1. So I mentioned these. So US markets are in a range bound, like you won't expect a huge fall in US markets. So going forward it is going to ease. If the gasoline prices and these crude prices will fall, it is positive. So even before I mentioned, right? And next one is like, so even before I mentioned our retail inflation will be flat. So from 7.4 to 7.01 it came. So like small mismatches are there in supply chain. Even India taken steps, government taken steps to control. So we can expect like this. So I will predict the future with the current situations, and I will give that data. So you can please follow me and you will get to know what are the things. So thank you friends, thank you very much.